All right, everybody, how's it going? It is April 1st, 2022, and of course, we have some things we need to go over with the NFL. We're fast approaching another set of dates, another set of interesting things that have to happen in the NFL. We're at the voluntary workout period of the NFL. If you've watched one of our past videos where we went over like key off-season dates, this is one of the big ones. So let's explain when teams are going to start like getting together for camps. It's all voluntary, like first-year players and undrafted guys and some veterans wanting maybe to work on a few things. So that starts up pretty soon. So we'll go over those 32 dates and explain what's going to happen. As per Article 21 of the Collective Bargaining Agreement, each club's official voluntary 9-week offseason program is conducted in 3 phases. Phase 1 consists of the first 2 weeks of the program, with activities limited to meetings, strength and conditioning, and physical rehab only. So, there's going to be meetings, younger players learning more about the playbook, meeting more of the people. Maybe if the team has a lot of new stuff, they maybe show up, working out and like kind of getting back in from injury. So this is kind of a pretty important first date. And then first couple weeks. Phase 2 is the next 3 weeks of the program. On-field workouts may include individual or group instruction and drills, as well as perfect play drills and plays with offensive players lining up across from offensive players and defensive players lining up across from defensive players. So there's no real offense or defense versus each other. It's only offense or an offense. No live contact or team offense versus team defense drills are permitted. So that makes a lot of sense. It's basically your offense can, use your offensive players as like mock defenders. And then phase 3 consists of the next 4 weeks of the program. This is your OTAs. Teams may conduct a total of 10 days of organized team practice activity, which is the OTAs. No live contact is permitted, but 7-on-7 and 9-on-7s and 11-on-11 drills are permitted. The things where you see guys like, you know what those are essentially. It's, just guys, they're just playing like two-hand touch football basically. Trying to get things looking good, working on certain things on offense, defense, getting younger guys up to speed. Let's see. Article 22 of the CBA stipulates that clubs may hold one mandatory minicamp for veteran players. This minicamp, noted below, must occur during Phase 3 of the offseason program. So most teams like to hold this one till, a little later in the summer, as we'll see. New head coaches are entitled to conduct a voluntary veteran minicamp. Any voluntary minicamp for veteran players must be conducted prior to the NFL draft. This year would be the 28th or the 30th, but no earlier than 3 weeks of no earlier than 3 weeks of the club's off-season workout program, and after at least 1 week of the 2 weeks of Phase 1 activities that the clubs may hold pursuant to Article 21. This year, 8 clubs will hold voluntary veteran minicamps as noted below. We'll go over those and it'll make more sense. Some of this is just kind of like whatever talk. So we'll go over the talk now and actually look at like, what this is and when teams will start meeting and when you maybe should start paying attention to your team and start looking around on social media for like any kind of clips or something like that might leak out. For the Arizona Cardinals, the first day is April 19th. Their OTA off-season workouts are May 23rd through the 25th, June 1st through the 3rd, and June 6th through the 9th. Mandatory minicamp, that's for pretty much everybody, is 14th through the 16th. You'll see a lot of teams are going for like it's like June 7th to like June 16th or 17th. That's like the wide ranging of dates that most teams will be using for the mandatory minicamps. And let's see. The Falcons will also meet up on the April 19th. The OTA season workouts are May 24th through the 26th, June 1st through the 3rd, June 6th through the 9th, and much like the Cardinals, it'll be mandatory minicamp on the 14th through the 16th. So you're kind of starting to get the idea that it's pretty similar for a lot of teams, just because it's like those are like the most like workable dates within a couple days. April 18th for the Baltimore Ravens. Their OTA's off-season workouts are May 24th through the 26th, May 31st through June 2nd, and June 7th through June 10th. Mandatory minicamp like the other two, it will be 14th through the 16th. The Bills will meet on April 19th, like the other teams we've already listed. The Bills have spread out their OTA off-season workouts May 23rd and 24th, May 26th, May 31st, June 1st through June 2nd, June 6th through June 7th, and June 9th through June 10th. So they spread theirs out a little more for whatever reason. Probably just fits their team scheduling a little better. Mandatory minicamp for them will be June 14th through the 16th, like a lot of teams. A lot of teams are like 14 through 16 or like 7 through 10 or like 13 through 15. It's like one of those 3 dates, basically. The Bears have one of their earlier meetings. Their first day starts on April 4th, so in just 3 days, the Bears will get together for their first day of NFL offseason workout programs and things like that. So, and let's see, their voluntary minicamp is April 19th through the 21st, so they're going to go a few days. They're holding a voluntary like veteran mini camp. So like they're one of the 8 teams that want to like get veterans in and kind of work on everything. The OTA offseason workouts is May 16th through the 17th, May 19th, May 23rd, May 24th, May 26th, June 6th through 7th, and June 9th. So quite a few days. And like other teams, their mandatory mini camp will be the 14th through the 16th. You're going to hear a lot of numbers in this video. The Bengals are meeting a little later. It doesn't look like they have anything. They don't have their mandatory minicamp scheduled quite yet, it looks like. It's all right. I mean, they'll figure it out. Their first day is going to be May 2nd, a little later than the others. Their OTA offseason workouts are June 6th through 7, June 9, and June 14th through 16. I guess we'll find out more about them at a later date. The Cleveland Browns, April 19th is going to be their first day. May 24, 25, 26 is going to be their OTA offseason workouts, as well as May 31st through June 2nd and June 6th through June 9. Mandatory mini camp will be June 14th through the 16th, much like other teams. I would imagine the Bengals is going to be the 14th through the 16th. Well, that's probably what this is too. It's probably just like formatted weird. But I don't know. They're probably just combining everything. Where are we at? The Cowboys. Cowboys' first day is going to be April 18th. Their OTA offseason workouts will be May 24th through the 25th. June 1 through June 2, June 6 through June 7, June 9 through June 10. So there's that's what the Cowboys offseason, OTAs are going to look like. A mandatory minicamp will be June 14th through the 16th. The Denver Broncos have a little bit of an earlier one, and they also have a voluntary minicamp, much like the Bears. First day will be April 11th, so just 10 days away for Broncos fans to get your kind of first look at your new team if Russell shows up. Probably why they're having the voluntary minicamp, so they can maybe get Russell in there with some of the guys. OTA offseason workouts, they have quite a few. May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, May 31st through June 1st, June 3rd, June 6th through 7, and June 9 through 10. Their mandatory minicamp is a little different. It's the 13th through the 15th. Like I said, there's a couple with these a slight variation on the mandatory minicamps, but not much difference. This is one of the biggest one is the Lions, June 7th through June 9. So they have one of the earlier ones. But their first day is April 19th. And, of course, the Lions are going to be one of the teams featured on Hard Knocks this year. They're featured on Hard Knocks this year. So that has something probably to do with their scheduling and everything. We'll see, though. Their first day will be April 19th. Their OTA offseason workouts will be May 24th through 26th. June 1st through June 3rd, and June 13th through the 16th. Their mandatory minicamp will be on June 7th through June 9th. So right in between their June 1st and 3rd. And that's pretty smart scheduling. Keep everybody working. Looks like the Packers did something similar here. For the Green Bay Packers, it'll be their first day will be on April 18th, much like others. Their offseason workouts will be the 23rd through the 24th. May 26th, May 31st through June 1st, June 3rd, June 13th through 14th, and June 16th. And their mandatory minicamp will be June 7th through the 9th. Kind of like the Lions, copycats. The Texans are going to have an early meeting day. They're going to meet in just 10 days like the, I believe, Denver Broncos are. Yep. And they're going to also have a voluntary minicamp, kind of just like the Broncos and the Bears, trying to get their team kind of up to par. Kind of like, their team's a little fresh, a little new, so trying to keep things going, trying to get things up to speed. I think they have new coaching and yada, yada, yada. So first day will be April 11th. The voluntary minicamp will be the 26th through the 28th of April. Their OTA offseason workouts will be May 23rd, May 25th through the 26th, May 31st, June 2nd through June 3rd, June 6th through June 9. Mandatory minicamp will be June 14th through June 16th. Whew, a lot of teams. April 18th, for the Colts will meet on April 18th, and they kind of have one similar to the Lions and the Packers for the mandatory minicamp here. OTA offseason workouts will be May 24th through the 26th, June 1st through June 3rd, June 13th through the 16th, and of course their minicamp will be June 7th through June 9th. Very similar to what the Lions are doing. It looks like the Jaguars. I've noticed a lot of the teams that are doing this, I think they all have new coaches as well so far. So that actually makes sense. New coach, new quarterbacks. You're kind of going to want to get everything going. Makes sense. For the Jacksonville Jaguars, they have a voluntary minicamp like the Bears, like the Broncos, much like the Texans, and now we have the Jaguars. So I'm kind of starting to sense a pattern with the teams that are taking voluntary minicamps. First day is April 11th, so in 10 days the Jaguars will get together. Voluntary minicamp will be April 26th through the 28th. OTA offseason workouts will be May 23rd and 24th, May 26th, May 31st through June 1st, June 3rd, June 6th through the 9th, and mandatory minicamp will be June 13th through the 15th. See, that's a variation slightly. For the Kansas City Chiefs and I guess they could be the Kansas Chiefs pretty soon if they don't get something worked out with the stadium, I guess. But we'll see about all that. First day will be April 18th. And then for them, it'll be OTA offseason workouts. Will be May 26th or May 25th through the 26th, May 3rd through May 31st through June 2nd, June 7th through June 10th. And their mandatory minicamp will be June 14th through the 16th. Time to take a little sip of water here. Alrighty. April 11th for the Raiders, so they'll meet in just 10 days. And, of course, they have a new head coach, so it makes a little bit of sense that they would have a voluntary minicamp on their day. So April 11th for their first day. Voluntary minicamp will be the 25th through the 27th of April for the Raiders. Let's see. OTA offseason workouts will be kind of like the Colts and the Lions, May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th. June 1st through June 3rd, June 13th through June 14th, with the mandatory minicamp coming in between at June 7th through June 9th. So, it kind of makes sense. These two teams have the same coach and they don't have the voluntary minicamp. So it's starting to kind of make sense why some teams, let me guess, the Dolphins will, and they do. Okay. So it is teams with new coaches are going to have voluntary minicamps. That's kind of what I figured out by now. Maybe took me a little too long. Both the Rams and I'm going to do the Chargers and the Rams at the same time for a second. No, I'm going to do them different. All right, the Chargers' first day is April 18th. Their off-season workouts begin May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, May 31st through June 1st, June 3rd, June 6th through the 7th, and June 9th. For the mandatory minicamp, it'll be June 14th through the 15th. For the Rams, they begin on the same day. First day is April 18th. Their OTA offseason workouts, May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, May 31st through June 2nd, and mandatory minicamp is June 7th through the 9th. Reigning Super Bowl champions, let's see how their season looks. They're pretty stacked up again. Whew. Well, we got a lot. Oh, actually, we're getting pretty good. We're starting to knock this out pretty good. All right, Miami Dolphins. They meet in just 3 days. The Dolphins do. So the Dolphins are one of the first teams to get together here with their new look, with all their pieces. I wonder who's all going to show up in just a few days. So it'll be April 4th for the Miami Dolphins, of course, with the new coach. They're going to have a voluntary minicamp from April 19th through the 20th. The OTA offseason workouts will be May 16th through the 17th. That's one of the earlier ones. May 19th, May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, June 6th through June 7th, and June 9th through June 10th. Their mandatory minicamp is one of the earliest as well, with June 1st and June 2nd being those dates. So Dolphins going for a little punctuality, wanting to get things done a little early. Could be the weather. I don't know. The Minnesota Vikings will meet in just 10 days. I think they're the only team with a new head coach that isn't having a one of those camps. I'm pretty sure they have a new head coach with Zimmer being gone, but first day will be April 11th. OTA offseason workouts will be May 16th through the 17th, so they're kind of going early too. May 19th, May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, May 31st through June 3rd, and their mandatory minicamp will be the 7th through the 9th of June. The best team in the league, the New England Patriots, will meet on the first day for April 18th. That's the first day future MVP Mac Jones will get out in action. OTA offseason workouts will be May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, June 1st through the 3rd, June 13th through June 14th, June 16th, and June 17th, and with the mandatory minicamp for the Patriots coming in June 7th through June 9th. So those are pretty key dates to keep your eye on if you want to see what a future Super Bowl winning team looks like. No bias, though. The crummy New Orleans, that would be pretty funny if that's how I just kept it going. But anyway, the New Orleans Saints meet for the first day on April 4th, so in 3 days, just like the Dolphins. They have a new coach, so of course, voluntary minicamp. They're going to have one. April 25th through the 27th. OTA offseason workouts will come on May 24th through the 26th, May 31st through June 2nd, June 7th, and June 10th, or through June 10th. And then, of course, mandatory minicamp will be June 14th through the 16th. All right, now we're on to the New York teams for a second. I guess the New Jersey teams in actuality, but that'd be something if they wound up losing that lawsuit. Oh, boy. All right, the Giants will meet on April 4th, so in just 3 days, kind of like some other teams. I think literally just like the Saints and the Dolphins. So that's cool. Good job getting ready early. Voluntary minicamp will be April 18th or 19th through the 21st. I don't know why I wanted to say 18 right there. OTA offseason workouts will be May 16th through the 17th, May 19th, May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, May 31st through June 3rd, and with their mandatory minicamp coming after all that at June 7th through the 9th. So a couple days there. And then the New York Jets will meet on April 18th with the off-season workouts beginning on May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, May 31st, June 1st, June 3rd, June 7th through the 10th. Mandatory minicamp for them will be the June 14th through the 16th. The Eagles are weirdly, they don't have mandatory minicamp scheduled a lot like the Bengals. It's just not on there, as you can see. The first day will be April 25th. The OTA offseason workouts for the Eagles will be May 31st, June 2nd through the 3rd, and June 6th through the 8th. So those are the Eagles' dates. They kind of have a short one here. For the Steelers, it'll be first day of April 18th. They'll meet for their offseason workouts May 24th through the 26th, 31st through June 2nd, and then June 6th through June 9th. The mandatory minicamp will be June 14th through the 16th. Let's see what else we got going here. Oh, we're almost at the end. We got a few teams left. Thanks for sticking in if you have so far. I appreciate you. First day will be April 19th for the San Francisco 49ers. Their OTA offseason workouts will be May 23rd and the 24th, May 26th, May 31st through June 1st, June 3rd, June 6th through 7, and June 9. Mandatory minicamp will be June 13th through the 15th. Let's see. We got 4 teams left. Let's do this. The Seattle Seahawks first day will be April 19th, sorry. I've read way the hell too many dates right now. All right. April 19th for the Seattle Seahawks, May 23rd through the May 23rd, May 25th through the 26th, May 31st, June 2nd through June 3rd, and June 6th through June 9 is their off-season workouts. Mandatory minicamp for them comes on June 14th through the 16th. All right, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the 2 T teams, and then Washington. Tampa Bay meets in just 10 days, so they're kind of getting their stuff a little early, which is cool to see. New head coach. I'm surprised they're not having one of those voluntary camps, but I guess it is just Todd Bowles. They already know him pretty well, so. All right, anyway, April 11th will be the first day for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Their OTA offseason workouts will be May 17th through the 19th, May 24th through the 26th, May 31st through June 3rd with mandatory minicamp, so we'll see the GOAT Brady take the field probably on June 7th through June 9th. We'll see if he shows up to any of the early stuff. He might. It's 50-50 with him. All right, and then the last 2 teams, the Tennessee Titans' first day will be April 18th. Their OTA offseason workouts will be May 23rd through the 24th, May 26th, May 31st through June 2nd, June 6th through June 9th, and then mandatory minicamps will be June 14th through the 16th. And last but certainly not least, I guess, I don't really know how that's a saying here, but it is. The Washington Commanders now. Feels weird. They just keep having new names. I'm expecting next season they'll have something new too. First day will be April 18th for the new team, the Commanders. The off-season workouts will be May 23rd through the 26th, quite a few days. May 31st through June 2nd and June 6th through June 8th, with their mandatory minicamp coming on June 14th through the 16th. So that's quite a few dates. That's quite a few days we just read. You can, of course, find all this information out on the NFL.com and just looking for NFL offseason workout program dates announced for the we went over all of it. You already know what it is, so I appreciate you for listening. If you listened to all of this, I'm assuming not many did. People probably got annoyed and just dipped out, so I understand that. But felt like I should make this video just to kind of keep people updated. So now you know when your team's coming. Are you excited for the start of the season? I know it already feels early, but hey, the NFL never stops moving, baby. The draft is in just about 27 days, so a lot to be excited for. Make sure you leave your thoughts down below. I'll be sure to get back to you as soon as I can. Leave a like, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here. Both those things help the channel out, helps it grow, helps it bloom and blossom. So I appreciate that so much if you're able to leave a like or subscribe. All that YouTube stuff, I won't say it again. So, all right, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening. Have a great day, morning, night, whenever you listen to this. Thank you so much, and peace out. Go Lions, go Tigers, and, of course, go Patriots. And I will see you when I see you next. Peace out.